Hey guys, so I've made it up to turn 7 on the Russian side of this game, and I've realized I've made a lot of mistakes leading up to this point, mostly on the German side, but also missed several opportunities on the Russian side, which could have impacted play, like artillery strikes and my house ruling, where they get a chance to do a counterattack if they roll out applicable RE during their movement phase. So I'm going to redo it. Oh, and I also forgot Molotov cocktails by and large, so. I'm basically going to redo it before I get too involved in the campaign. I'm going to start off from the beginning. So it's basically the same setup. The only thing is I had one purchase point left, so I used that to buy a pre-registered hex for my 100 millimeter. This allowed me to get an extra chip, and I'll be able to start suppressing the second railway station where I chose my pre-registered hex. Everything else stays the same, and yeah, so I'm also going to be tracking activations as they happen. Uh, Something I like to do is just get an idea of what has shown up to play, what hasn't shown up to play. And yeah, so at the end of the day, we'll see what this is like. And in addition, I'm also going to record my losses for each of the companies. So I've labeled each of the platoons and each of the companies by the applicable name. I'm going to keep track of which leaders die and which company lose enough troops to warrant being merged together into a fresh company. Just part of the historical part of it that I think I like to do. So I'm gonna be doing that. Um, so again, the setup is basically the same. I've used the same setup for the enemy. I've removed I've moved my units around to keep them more company centric. So this is one battle group with a complete company. This is a second battle group with a complete company. I'd also realized I committed two rifle companies to it assaulting the railway station, which really left me overwhelmed in this area and almost nothing in this area to back up. Um, so what my plan is now, although I am just second guessing myself again, is do I set these guys up down here? Maybe half of them come down here, detach to join this battle group, so that way I can push along the south. Hmm. I think this slog through here is going to be fairly easy. It's a lot of wood, so which means activations are only going to be on a 2. And so it's more likely most of these are probably going to be dummy. Well, I hope anyways. Which means I could probably sacrifice a platoon, detach a platoon to come down here and help with the move down here. I think that's what we'll do. All right, this platoon is going to be detached. You guys are going to sit here. That's fine. I think that's the only thing. You guys are going to be pushing slowly into this area, not too far. And basically, these guys here will be my main thrust in the north central area. They're going to try and reach this station, and they're going to try and clear along the edge of the board as well. So that's what these reinforcements are for. Okay, so let's get into this. So this is going to be the pregame uh, turn right now. So the only thing I have to do is an aerial bombardment. Um, so when this goes up on YouTube, I'll fast forward through the actual activation. If anybody's watching this right now, then you get an idea of how laborious this could be. All right, so we need to get target location. 1 to 4 for accuracy. So it is accurate, so it's going to land in location. And let's go. So everything here has to take a morale check. So we go target hex first. You're at a +1. So you fail your morale check. You are activated. And you're going to be a squad fortification and a gun. Well, already. Squad is going to be a Plus 6 is an 8. So you're going to be a 447. All right, fortification. You're not fortified, and outside gun is going to be a 45 long, double long. Except they don't exist on 14 September, so there's not going to be any gun actually. All right, so you failed your morale check. So you sort of broken. You let's roll for activation here. So 1, 2. Now you guys would be at a -2 for activation, I believe. Hold attitude. And fanatic location. So everything around the railroad station is going to be a 4 or less. So you two guys are dummies. So I need to take a morale check on the train. All right, the train is berserk. Shell holes already exist. Oh yeah, Stu, I've been up since 1, 2 o'clock. So, getting in nice and early. How's your day going so far? We gotta do shell holes in H38. No fail. Here, let's activate. 1, 2. So one will be activated, one not. Activation is going to be a 5, which is a squad leader, fortification, and support weapon. We already know it's fortified. So squad is going to be a 628 NKVD. Oh, 2 a.m. Oh, you're on the West Coast. Got to hit the hay. Roger, roger. Well, that's why you're always answering so early. Gotcha. Well, you have a good night. It was, yeah, it was very good discussion points. I almost want to redo that video just to cut out that part about that broken unit routing out of the illuminated area. But I think the subtitle will do to eliminate that. All right, we got a commissar. Commissar is going to be a 10-0. That's a great start. And a support weapon. 6 is an LMG. I wonder if Ben Mecklen's article, if that point ever come out in any discussion. I did a Google search and I couldn't find anything, so I don't know if anybody else has picked up on that point. Would have been interesting. All right, you guys need morale check, but before that, the building. So the building is fine. Right, right. Yeah, you're right. It leads into a good discussion point as well. So hopefully people are reading the comments. So you need a morale check. You're taking a 2 check. Actually, you guys would have been disrupted because you rolled a 9. Or ELR'd, I should say. So you need a 2 check. You're good. Oh, I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna redo my campaign. I realize I've made some errors, so I'm gonna basically redo it before I get too invested in the campaign. So I'm starting from scratch. All right, have a good night, Stu. All right, so you guys are fine. Should be concealed. You 1, 2 again, one activated, one not. You're going to be building, let's get the activations first. So the activated unit's also going to be a squad leader and support weapon. Squad is going to be a 426. Leader is going to be an 8. All right, so that is a 7-0, but it's going to be +1 because you're a conscript, so it's a 9, so it's not going to be any leader. And a support weapon is going to be nothing. All right, so you're there. You need to take a morale check, but before that we do the building. The building's fine. The squad, not so much. 2 check would be a 4 + 3, 7, so you're just broken. All right, you. Both activated. 11 and 8. So 8 is a squad. 11 is 2 squads. So it's going to be 3 squads, a leader, fortification, and support weapon. Woof. 3 squads. All right, so 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All 426s. They're going to have a rough day. Leader. It's going to be a 4 + 1 is a 5. It's going to be an 8 + 1 possible commissar and a 1 or 2. It is not, so it's going to be an 8-1 leader. And a support weapon. 7 again is nothing. All right, so you guys need to take a 2 morale check. So your base morale is a 9. Pinned 426 is a base 7, but the leader is an 8, so 6 or less. Broken, broken, and good. That's the first circle. Now we'll go to the second circle. So you are a dummy. You are activated. Um, 10. It's a 10. Squad fortification support weapon. All right, so squad is going to be a 426. Oh, I've not been keeping track like I said I would. What do we have here? We got one of you. We got one of you. We got 4 of you. 5 of you. Fortification is nothing, and a support weapon is nothing as well. All right, so you need a 2 check, and you have no modifier. You're heated battled. Interesting. Start off with a heated battle. Okay. All right, so heated battle. I rolled a 5. He's inexperienced +1. He's Russian is +2, so that's a total of 7, which gives him battle hardened. Which is funny. I had a broken squad ELR, and now I have a unit that's battle hardened. Okay. All right, so you're good. And shell hole creation in H. No, wait, no, what am I doing here? T37, I37. Yep, you're activated. You're going to be a squad. Squad's going to be a 426. 426 morale check. You're broken, disrupted. I38. Terrain effect, nothing. I39 for shell holes. H39's already done. G40. This will be interesting. All right, activations. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, all nothing. All right, and the terrain for rubble purposes, nothing there. Here, 1, 2, both are activated. 1, 2. It's going to be an 8 and a 9, or it's going to be 2 squads. Squad. NKVD and MM426. All right, so we need to do the terrain first. Terrain's fine, so now a 2 check, so I need a 5 and a 7. 5 is pinned, 7 is groovy. uh, E39, you are not active. Or no, wait, you're adjacent to a fortified fanatic location, right? Yeah, you're adjacent to it, so you are active. You needed a 3. Okay, well, nope, you're a dummy. Rubble for flame purposes. And then we have E38 is not active. And rubble purposes, nope. E37 is not active. It's only -1. So you're a dummy. And rubble purposes, no rubble yet. Although, morale level of 8. So I need a 9 or less to rubble. Okay. Where we are right here. So 2 activation rolls, 1, 2, 1 is, 1 is not. What do we have? We have a 12 squad fortification and a gun. Squad is a 426. It's already fortified, so we need a gun. Gun is an 8. inside is a 45 long AT, which doesn't exist on the first 8, so it's just going to be a 426, and he needs to make a 5 or less. He is good. All right, so that's middling success. I did it clear off a lot. Let's get rid of this. That's the aerial bombardment. That's all pre-game setup stuff, so that's done. Now we're